My 29M boyfriend keeps telling me he wants to upgrade me. 21F. My boyfriend and I have been together for about 6 months, and a couple months ago he told me how he thought I would look really good if I got my body done like a BBL and a boob job, and offered to pay for the procedures and everything. Honestly, I wasn't even offended by the suggestion alone because I know a lot of girls who want to get their body done. That being said, I'm not one of those girls. I have a more petite figure, but I am fine with that and don't want any surgery right now. What really bothered me is that I told him this and he kept talking about it and saying things like, "You're good looking now, but if you got your body done every guy would want you, and every girl would want this." He also kept talking about how he paid for both his ex-GF's surgeries, so it's no problem to pay for mine. After he brought it up the first time, I told him not to bring it up again and told him I thought it was weird he kept talking about it after I made it clear that I was not interested in getting surgery. He said sorry, we moved on and everything was cool, until a few days ago he brought it up again and kept talking about how good I would look if I got my body done. I got really mad this time and told him off for bringing it up again and ended up saying, "If you want a girl with a fake body, go get one." We then got into a bit of an argument and he explained to me that he just wants to upgrade me, in which I retorted that I don't need to be upgraded and I'm fine the way I am. I don't think he realizes how hurt I get over these comments. At the beginning of the relationship he made me feel so good about my body and made me feel sexy and beautiful. He still tells me those kind of things, but will also make small comments about how I need to gain some weight or will talk about the surgeries. When I confront him about it, he just says how he wants to upgrade me, as he puts it. Honestly, the comments make me feel sick. I just don't understand why he would be with me if he wants a girl with lots of work done. Like, that's the way all his exes look, so if that's his type, why wouldn't he go for that instead of trying to change me? I don't really know how to feel about any of this, and I'm not sure if this is enough for me to break up with him. I really like him, so I want to make it work if I can. That being said, I'm just worried this is a red flag that could lead to more problems down the road. And now you know what an almost 30-yo is looking for in someone 10y younger. He was hoping to mold you, in a childish and degrading way. If you'd want the operation, this would be different, but after the first no, and him pressing it, leave him. Him saying he wants to upgrade you is terrible, it really is. If you don't want to do it, and you made it clear you don't, the other offers after are just pressuring you. My ex was abusive, and did the same to me, and I stayed for 4 years. It was the worst decision I made, TBH, and if his abusive ass wouldn't have broken it off with me, expecting me to beg and keep lowering myself, I might have never gotten out. Leave him, you deserve so much better. I'm so glad you loved yourself enough to say no and stick to it. Heart. Upgrade and get a new boyfriend. Good day, ma'am. Women don't need to be upgraded. I don't like this man that you're dating. Perhaps you should find someone more accepting of who you are. Dump your absolute creep of a boyfriend stat. He paid for 2 exes to get these things done? The problem isn't that he fronted the money, the problem is that he twice pressed his desire to change his partners before you. If he's pushing these ideas on you, he certainly pushed these ideas on them. With some success, apparently. So now he's attempting to be 3 for 3. Is this enough to break up with him? You made your point, he apologized, then went straight back to the same behavior. You need an upgrade in boyfriends. Dump this pass. Also, the Brazilian butt lift is a very dangerous procedure that should be outlawed. No reputable surgeon will do it. He is trying to push you into a surgery that could kill you. I don't think he realizes. He realizes. He just is a master at eroding your self-confidence so that you are too insecure to leave him. It's a classic abuser technique and it will only get worse. Please get out while you still know your self-worth. A comment like that on its own would be enough justification to break up with him, but the fact that he keeps bringing it up is weird. I would never stay with somebody who felt like they needed to upgrade me. Oh God, I've dated guys like this. I can't speak for your boyfriend, but my exes knew that it hurt me. That's why they said it. They were frightened that I would leave, so they tried to kill my confidence. This is where you say, I want an upgrade too. This relationship is over. You're worried this is a red flag? This is beyond a red flag. This is a crimson banner ripping off a flagpole and smacking you right in your face. The fact that he said he's done this for 2 of his exes should be enough of an indicator of that. Are you fucking trolling right now? My vote is you do get an upgrade for your BF's personality. I'm a patient person and my beloved idiot of a partner has said some weird things drunk, but if I say, "Hey, that bugs me," one time, he never says it again. If a partner wanted to push my boundaries multiple times, that's a problem. Yeah, it's every woman's wish to be seen solely as a sexual object and get hunted by men. If he doesn't like you the way you are, he can go to hell. Please break up with this douchebag and tell him the reason is you want an upgrade. Now you see why an almost 30-year-old is dating someone your age. A 30-year-old woman would tell him to get bent. I suggest you do the same. That should have 2 breaking up with him, not trying to figure him out. You don't date someone to change them. Find someone that likes you because this guy isn't it. Upgrade you? WTF, you're not an iPhone. I wonder how he would react if you suggested him to get ab-pec surgery so he could be upgraded too. The only upgrade you need is dumping this loser and replacing him with someone who loves and accepts you as you are. Why the hell haven't you dumped this guy already? Block and delete. What a horrible thing to say, and then keep saying after you've asked him to stop. He doesn't respect you, nor does he love you for who you are. Daily reminder to not date someone nearly 10 years older than you. Yes, you do know how you feel. You are mad, hurt and bothered by his insistence that you change your body to fit in with his notion that you could improve it by making parts of it bigger. It is a huge disrespect to you that he keeps bringing it up. It is a huge red flag. Disrespect of your own opinion about your body, pushing his agenda on you. Yup, red flag. He is actively asking you to do surgery on your body, to be in pain and have a life-changing altering surgery that will need maintaining your whole life, as boob jobs only last a certain amount of time before needing replacing. Yes, I watch Botched and it is an eye-opener about what can go wrong. Remove him from your life before your self-esteem gets any more knocks. You don't need upgrading. Maybe you should learn from his exes and upgrade your boyfriend. Seriously, you've talked to him about how this makes you feel. You've been reasonable, yet he continues to disrespect your wishes and continues to put you down. He's had a chance to change his behavior, and hasn't done so. Time to change your behavior and stop looking past the insults. Tell him to invest in upgrading his brain for the next woman. Tell him you'll allow him to pay for whatever he wants, but how will that improve things for you any more than he's been attempting so far? If only you would get an extension added so you might actually be able to reach the spot that no one else seems to have any trouble making contact with except you. BBLs don't really look good though. I don't get where the popularity comes from. So, every girlfriend has been modeled into his perfect woman? Can you tell him that there are companies out there who will make him his dream woman out of latex, to his own specs? They are pretty expensive, but that shouldn't be an issue to him. Then dump his sorry ass. The exes apparently got talked into surgery before they realized he was a total creep. You see, he is a creep and should bail before he surgically alters you. He's nearly 30 and is trying to mold you into a physical image he has decided you should be, and you are only 21. He's a jerk and a scumbag. He does not respect you. He does not take no as an answer. He does not care about your boundaries. He wants to break you down and dismantle your self-esteem so he can control you. Literally transform you into what he wants until you realize he's scum or he gets bored. This is an excellent reason to break up. It is a lot of red flags waving. He's a jerk. You deserve better. Dude sounds like a douche nozzle. Dump his ass. Dump him, please. The only upgrade you need is your relationship status. Easy. Say, you first, get his chin-jaw angled. Better nose, maybe, pec implants to really impress the ladies. Once he has his surgery you can ponder getting work done. Honestly, this sounds like a fetish. There's guys out there who want to, bimbo their girlfriends. This man doesn't respect your wishes, number one. And second, he's using you as a tool to make you his ideal woman. You should be his ideal without making any changes. This is absolutely a big red flag. I think you need to have a conversation with your boyfriend that goes something like this. Hey babe, I've been thinking a lot about what you said about getting an upgrade, and the more I think about it, the more I think you're right. I really want that. And since I'm not a cheater, I'm breaking up with you now so I can go and get that. Thanks for the suggestion. I'd call it quits now. He's trying to erode your confidence and play Dr. Frankenstein at the same time. It didn't turn out well for his 2 previous girlfriends, or else they wouldn't be exes, and it won't turn out well for you. And who's to say he'll stop at your boobs and butt? What if he decides next that your nose needs a little tweak? Maybe a little reshaping around your eyes or your lips plumping? No, if he can't love you for who you are and instead wants to turn you into a Kardashian caricature, then it's time to walk away. Gross, gross, gross. He needs upgrading to a real man. I would have dumped him the first time he said he wanted to upgrade you. Let me point out the flaming red flags. Location: flag 1. Repeatedly pushing for surgery you don't want. So he doesn't respect boundaries and he doesn't listen. 2. He doesn't accept you as you are. 3. He did this to 2 other women. He is a serial manipulative douchebag. 4. He has no concern for your health or well-being. 5. Saying, upgrade, means you are an object and not a human being. 6. This guy is vapid and lacks empathy and honestly could be a sociopath. 7. I don't know if this is enough to break up over. Dump him and block him. This is not acceptable and all men don't think this way. Just FYI, BBLs are incredibly dangerous with a super high death rate. Any reputable plastic surgeon will not perform them. Holy shit. Leave him. That's why he's nearly 30 and can't get anyone his own age. Drop this one, he's broken, get a new one. A BBL is a very dangerous procedure. It can end up costing you your life. Not to mention the recovery is excruciating and tediously long. I've also never seen one in real life that doesn't look absolutely bizarre. Even if everything else is great in your relationship, you don't date someone to change them. I'm betting he got those procedures done for his exes and then still wasn't satisfied with their appearance. He then escalated the relationships further with more. If you did this, you would be so much hotter, dressed this way, did this sex thing, talked this way, got flat abs, and he was never satisfied, and then the women realized he didn't love them for who they are but for who he wants them to be in his mind. Then they dumped him. Based on his comments, he upgraded his ex-girlfriend, but now he doesn't want her, so don't believe he'll stick around for you. You'd have to be fucking stupid to go through with this. This age gap is not always a problem, but when he wants to sculpt you like a Barbie doll and systematically attacks your self-esteem, it is. It is more than enough to break up with him. He doesn't want you, he wants a plaything to control and demean and abuse. Get the fuck out. This dude has a fetish for transforming women. How do you feel about being transformed? Especially since unless he's a billionaire you're gonna look like a weird freak monster in a few years. Even if he's a billionaire there's a good chance of that. Plastic surgery is an imperfect science. Manipulation station, run my friend. He's a piece of shit for doing that. To be honest, it's kind of a blessing in disguise. Him behaving this way only 6 months in. Huge red flag. You've already asked him not to mention it again, and he has ignored your wishes. My advice to you would be to cut your losses and move on. Who the hell thinks these things are okay to say to a person? If you stay, I'm afraid your self-esteem will dwindle. You deserve a lot more and you're only 21. Please, look after yourself and continue to stand your ground. Sweetie, you need to upgrade him and get a pet slug. He wants you to be a sex doll till he gets bored, then he'll get another. There is no, down the road, for you too, don't kid yourself.